Want to make money watching K-pop videos or any music and writing about it? Mitchell Trench here and welcome to itsktime.com. If you're watching this on itsktime.com, click on the link on the right or down the bottom. If you're not watching this on itsktime.com, go to itsktime.com and click the link on the right or the link right down the bottom of the website. Making money has never been easier just from doing what you love to do and discussing it on a community basis. Isn't that what you all do anyway? Do it while making money. For the last 2 years, I've been charting like the best of the year for K-pop. In 2012, I made top 20, and in 2013, I listened to a lot more songs, and I actually shortlisted about 84 songs, and I released the top 50, and I just kind of released them on Facebook and stuff. This year, what I've done this whole year is listen to K-pop songs, one after another. It's been crazy. I've listened to so many K-pop songs this year, more than I have of any other year. What I do is when I hear a song that gives me chills or gives me a really good feeling, I'll put it into a shortlist category. So I write it down and put it into my shortlist category. And at the end of the year, what I've done for the last couple of years now, categorize the songs and rank the songs in that special category, and I released top 50. This year, I had a whopping 114 songs. Now I listened to a lot of songs, so I was really strict this year, and I have number 100 to number 51 songs on YouTube, on my YouTube account already. Let's get to it straight away. Number 50 is I'm Him by Song Mino from Winner.
그래 내가 걔다 Yes I'm him 그래 내가 걔다 임마 그래 내가 걔다 Yes I'm him 그래 내가 걔다 임마 Word 그래 내가 세다 Yes I'm him 그래 대세다 임마 그래 내가 세다 Yes I'm him 그래 대세다 임마 He is I and I am him Yo.
Now I've known about Mino I've known about Winner for quite a while. You know, I wouldn't say more than others, but I do know of them. I've known of them since last year. I watched the YG program Win, Who Is Next, on the brilliant network of Arirang TV. Basically, the show is a reality show where YG Entertainment was going to decide which trainee group would actually debut and which would not, which is so cruel. That would never happen in this Western society, and I loved it. Of course I did. I actually liked the other team, Team B, but out of Team A, I thought the standout was always Mino. I thought he had just brilliant talent, brilliant character, and everything that you need in a K-pop star. I thought he just had it already. I thought the others may have needed that a bit of weaning, but nonetheless Team A won, and I was like, well, I'm happy for Mino. It was revealed on that show that he was part of an underground rapping duo with Zico from Block B. Can you believe it? Since he was really, really young, like a really young teenager, and he was known throughout Seoul as this underground rapper, and was really popular, you know, on the hush hush, which is always like the cool popular to be. So anyway, record labels wanted to snatch them up. So anyway, they got snatched up by a record label, and him and Zico started becoming trainees for the group Block B. So Mino was actually a part of Block B. Mino actually left Block B, or whatever it was called then, before it actually started to officially become a trainee group. So I guess he like nullified his recording label, which is, I kind of I guess even the heartless people of K-pop have a census date. In Australia, and I know in my country, like if you go to university or something, you have a census date of like a week or two where you can decide if it's right for you and you can leave without being charged. So maybe he had that time where he's like, no, I'm not feeling it. So anyway, as soon as he left, he was snatched up by YG Entertainment, which is like one of the biggest record labels in K-pop to be a part of. And he spent the next chunk of years being a trainee and eventually being part of this trainee group, which ended up being labeled as Team A for Win Who's Next. And he ended up winning that with the team, and they became automatically known as the group Winner, and the rest is history. What a year year it has been for them. So proud of them. Mino was actually the leader of Team A. There was a point where he had a dancing injury and he really hurt his leg. And so he actually was kind of one of the most inactive members of the group for a little while. So he wasn't physically on point, I guess. The CEO of YG Entertainment went up to the group and he's like, oh, Mino, you can't fulfill your duties as leader. I'm going to give it to someone else. I don't know his name. But anyway, Mino was like, okay. And it was all on camera. And this was like full on. This is real reality. I'll tell you now. It really is. You got to watch it. He's like, oh, okay, I understand. And then when the CEO left the room, he's just like, because like, and you could feel he'd worked so hard. All he did was try so hard. It was just tears of exhaustion, really. He tried so hard to be the leader. He tried so hard to be all this and to be perfect and everything, and it was all taken away from him. He tried so hard that he injured himself, and the title was taken away from him. And I was like, oh my God. And I was there like crying with him. When Winner debuted, I was like, yay. And then I heard that Mino had a solo song, and then I heard that they were turning it into an MV. And I was like, oh my God, because the YG Entertainment are listening to me. This is exactly what I've been saying from the start. When Team A became Winner, I said, you know, Mino has to have a solo. Mino has to be like G-Dragon. And for them to be doing it, I felt so happy. And I was like, no, this has to be a really good song, okay? This has to be an epic song, because the way that I like my K-pop songs, they have to have a theme of epicness. You know, some people may like the soft songs, the little still songs, and you know, quiet and have a major impact. No, my K-pop songs have to be full of epicness and swag, because that's what makes K-pop to me special and different from the rest of, you know, any kind of form of music in the world. So when I heard, I was like, oh my God, this is the exact kind of song I wanted. So just like any YG Entertainment or SM Entertainment MV, you know, one of the two major labels, they do such a great job at the anticipation of bringing an artist into the MV. MVs don't start with, hey, it's me from that group, or hey, it's me, the artist. They start with things happening around. You know, life is creating. You're like, well, where's the artist? Where's the artist? I want to see the artist. And suddenly everything stops and the artist is still not seen. And you're like, oh my God, the anticipation is killing me. And suddenly he's seen. This is exactly what happened with the dogs barking on this music video. And then my favorite bit was that there were lights fluttering everywhere with alarm sounds going off, and it seemed like they were in some, like, you know, kind of hidden warehouse that only the cool people are at with all the swag, and the dogs are there barking, and then suddenly the lights all shine on this one cage with spotlight in the middle at the top. And Mino's shadow's there, and then suddenly you see him appear, and he just does a little chuckle, and you're like, whoa. And then he starts off with his rap, which I'm not going to rap because I can't rap at all. It's like, and then the music starts, and it's such swag music. Is bum ba bum bum. The motive of that chorus is incredible, and he's like dancing his little butt off, and he's just doing his thing brilliantly, and I was just amazed and in awe. I liked the MV was directed like an introduction to Mino, actually, so people could get an idea of him, and it was kind of like a portfolio, like a show reel in a way. Like they put him, you know, his style was all completely different. He had the, you know, the basketball playing look, like his swag with the jacket on, him being a dog, and then him being like kind of comical, and then he had him like with his suit, and I thought he was all like just kind of Justin Timberlake suit and tie, when all the girls in comments were like, no, that's the cute side of him. And I was like, okay, I did not see that. See, that's such a thing that the girls would see that I didn't. So I was like, okay, well, I guess that's the cute swag. But I thought it was just more like a Justin Timberlake, you know, kind of. You definitely know who Song Mino is, and I thought it was a brilliant way to direct a debut video. The one style I didn't get was the hot dog one. I was like, what is... Have to remember that YG Entertainment is the same label that made Psy. We try to forget it, You know, we try to believe it never happened. Musically and creatively, he once again is brilliant in his signature tone. He just has such a brilliant style of rhythm and flow with his rapping. It's just it is kind of like poetry.
마소는 약속 어머나 내 손은 마소 은근한 티셔츠 땀 자국 그린 쭉 뻗은 상승.
Some rappers yell at you. I guess like in Western music, I think like Eminem is very abrasive, and Mino is just like, I'm swag, I'm cool, yeah, this is my style, this is my flow, I got you hooked because I'm just, you know, calmly rapping. And I feel like he was mentored by people like Taeyeon. I remember on the show Taeyeon was telling them, you know, you've just got to act cool, you've got to act like you're the boss. And I feel like Mino is listening and actually taking orders really well in YG Entertainment. And I think it's brilliant. I think it's interesting that every coach he had, when I was watching the show, every coach was like, Mino is brilliant. Not only is Mino going to be a prodigy, but he takes advice so brilliantly, and he's a teacher's dream for a student. Although the little cartoon imagery may be a little bit overdone towards the end of the song, I felt like it was a good thing to do because YG Entertainment don't like to be conformed to doing much English. They hardly do much English as opposed to SM Entertainment, which will sneak English words in or English phrases. YG Entertainment really try not to do that at all, and their English coaches are worse than their SM Entertainment coaches, which has a lot to say and it's a little bit scary. So for the imagery to pop up, it is a really good way of kind of helping us with the story of what Mino is rapping about. Even though I feel like we don't really need it, you know, you can hear from his tone what he's saying and the way that he expresses just through the music video. But for certain things, like I guess the YG Entertainment and him having the cake, he's saying like he's cooking up a storm. When I looked in translation, it's saying something like I'm working in the YG kitchen, which doesn't really make sense, but I guess he's just saying, you know, he's putting stuff together in a lab in part of YG Entertainment.
YG 부엌에서 요리하는 랩 배고픈 난 시술은 여기나 해 이거.
So you ignorant people, don't be telling me that you can't understand anything. They put a lot of money into making you realize it through imagery. Yes. Congratulations, Mino. Congratulations. And congratulations, Winner, for all your success. We may see future videos on this top 50 from them. Who knows? Have a look at my number 49 song and have a look at the songs that made top 100 from 100 to 51. And like I said, if you want to make money just by talking about K-pop, commenting about K-pop, blogging about K-pop, or just listening to K-pop, or if you want to make money about listening to music, if you want to make money about your cooking, if you want to make money about just talking about your life, blogging, if you want to make money about exercising, if you want to make money about anything that requires you to communicate with people from all over the world, then just click my link to the right of this website, itsktime.com. If you're on there already, if you're not, I told you go on to itsktime.com and click that link. The link is right down the bottom as well of the website, and you can watch a video which will explain everything you know on how to make money about nothing. It's amazing. It's kind of like an episode of Seinfeld, yet it's your life. Thank you so much for watching. 감사합니다. Thanks for watching. Bye.